right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there. It is it Wednesday? It's the 24th?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So where were you on this one? Last night we come out of the ELO concert, and I ran into a couple of friends there that were staying out at that hotel on Ann Street, and they're like, well, we got to catch a shuttle. I'm like, oh, come on. Just get in the car. I'll take you out there. So we leave the lot. We buzz up Ionia, and it says you can't get on 96, whatever, and go out of town.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, I'll show them. So I got on 96 East, looped around on Michigan, and figured I'd just jump back on and go out that way. Well, guess what?
Right.
You can't get on the friggin' exit that way either. So I did this big friggin' circle for nothing, and I look like a complete idiot. Where were you on that one?
Sorry.
And by the way, these are nice people, and they watch you on traffic every day.
Well, here's the deal. It's like when people come into Custom Countertop Company, 4444 South Division, Grand Rapids, and
good plug.
they want a countertop. They see me. Hey, I just saw an accident. I'm like, I'm off the clock. I'm off the clock now. I'm not. Yeah, I can't give you traffic information.
This is a construction thing. That's something I should have known about.
Listen, I've explained this to people, especially when I'm on the TV. I've got certain projects that I have to hit. I've got four on-camera reports, and then I got a lot of pre-recorded radio.
Right.
So when it's on the TV, when you're watching on the TV, like there's certain construction that I'm not going to mention, certain that I will. 96 stuff I always mention that all the time.
Okay.
If you'd listen, you'd know. But yeah, and if you follow me on the Twitters at Dave13Traffic, I got you covered that way.
I think I do.
So, okay, then.
I think I do follow you on the Twitters, and to be honest with you, I'm just a little let down. You would have thought that maybe just being friends yesterday, you could have said something along the line of, hey, when you leave and you go up Ionia, don't think you're going to get on westbound 196 because it's closed, and then.
Yeah. I've mentioned ramp closures.
Well, bad, but you failed yesterday. So two demerits.
Sorry, I can't.
Two demerits. And these people, very nice people. Very nice people. Fans of yours. Right. And you know what? If it was just me, I wouldn't feel so let down. But this is the Schulenbergers we're talking about, so it's on you.
Okay, well, I apologize. Even though I have nothing to apologize for. Man. Dropping stuff.
Yep.
Everything's a miss. Everything's weird.
So other than that, ELO was wonderful.
Okay, fantastic.
Thanks
Glad you enjoyed the show.
You should have been there, but you don't buy tickets.
I do not. I know. It comes to concerts. If somebody's not sliding me freebies, I'm not going. I'm not. Okay. I got paid to listen to music. I'm not going to pay to listen. That's my thing. Not happening. Sorry. You got free tickets. I'll go. You want me to pay anything? Not happening.
Not happening. Okay. All right. Fine.
All right. Ready to roll with this?
Let's roll.
Let's get into it. Former special counsel Robert Muller testifying on Capitol Hill today. I think that's getting underway now.
As we speak.
Mueller report on the former special counsel's findings was released back in April. Members of the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees will question Mueller on his findings. There is only, of course, one question as far as I'm concerned. Would you have indicted the president if he wasn't the president?
Right.
That's the only question. Everything else, I don't care about. Nothing else matters because that's the only question we don't know the answer to. Now, they didn't find any collusion, obstruction. He punted on. Would you have indicted him on that? And I don't think he's going to answer that because according to everybody in the know, he's going to stick pretty much to whatever was in the Mueller report. He doesn't want to give either Republicans or Democrats any political leverage in this.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes out. I think it's going to be a big fat disappointment to everybody. But hey, it's political theater. Everybody, get your popcorn out. Grab a
words
beverage.
Should never be put together: political and theater. Because you know what? Theater is about a play, and this is our life. This is our time. This is people's
This isn't our life.
It is too.
This is phony. This got nothing to do with us. This has got to do with the movers and the shakers in D.C., which at the end of the day.
But it all boils down to you and me. sooner or later.
Yeah, exactly.
So it shouldn't be theater.
You do you. It's fine. Like I said, I was pro impeachment. I'm like, I want to see the political grandstanding. And that's what you're going to see today.
You know what theater is to me?
Who comes up? What?
You know what kind of theater I want? I want Mr. Rogers with a sock puppet on his hand going, "Hi, I'm Daniel." That's the kind of
look. Hey, this'll be. I'm looking forward to seeing the highlights. I'm looking forward to people being aggravated and irritated because they didn't get what they wanted out of this. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe he'll surprise everybody and say something.
Right,
we'll give you an update.
See what we're talking about tomorrow.
Anyway, from the ridiculous to the more ridiculous, north of the border, Canada, salon owner in Canada was forced to close her doors. I was going to do the story earlier this week, but I wanted to find out all the ins and outs. You know what story I'm talking about?
Investigative reporting. Very nice.
Do you know what story I'm talking about? Salon
No.
owner in Canada. Salon owner in Canada was forced to close her doors after refusing to provide a Brazilian wax to a transgender woman. I'm not joking. This really happened. Jessica Yaniv, a transgender activist, filed a complaint with a British Columbia Human Rights Tribunal claiming she was discriminated against. Now, Marcia De Silvia says her concerns were about safety and alleged harassment from Yaniv. Yaniv compared De Silvia to neo-Nazis. Bottom line here, should you have to wax a pre-op trans woman's junk? That's the question. Should you be forced to? Because this was not a biological woman. So the parts that you traditionally have to deal with during a Brazilian wax, you're not dealing with.
Right.
I mean, there's extra stuff to deal with there.
When you go in for your waxing, how do they react?
No, here's the thing. I take care of my own manscaping.
You do.
Aside from my back, I've gotten that waxed. I get that waxed on a.
So when you get your Brazilian done, is it a?
I don't get a Brazilian done.
Oh,
I don't know any man. I don't know any man who's gotten a Brazilian done ever.
No, but
maybe it has happened.
A lot of people don't talk about.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things. Like, it's one of those things. Now, if this woman was providing those type of services to biological men, then maybe you got an argument.
Right.
Maybe. But I would say, actually, no, I would say definitely you'd have an argument. But hey, I'm.
So if you don't,
we're
if you
in
don't
one of these
go in
weird
for
territories
one,
where you can't just say, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna wax your balls. That's not happening, ma'am. I'll call you ma'am, but I'm not waxing your balls.
So if you don't go in for one,
I should have that right as a business owner. That's all I'm saying.
If you don't go in for one, what's your procedure? How do you give yourself a Brazilian? Because I know you do.
I don't do Brazilian.
Yeah, you do.
No, I would not. No.
Dave, come on.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to go into the.
You're telling me the shrubs don't match your.
No, I'm saying is there's trimming done, as you have to do. That's
you do.
Just
okay.
Good. That's just good hygiene.
Oh.
But see, why do you got to turn this all weird?
I'm just curious.
Not that it could get more weird,
You're the vanity guy. I'm the slob.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking you, as somebody you own it. You're a small business in and of yourself. I'm part of a small business. Should we be forced to do something, that we find objectionable? Or
well, there was that one night at the Orbit Room.
Oh, it all comes back to that. We still don't know. I cannot restate that
your
enough.
objections are in question, my friend.
Moving on. The Muskegon County Fair is underway. Finally, something good and wholesome. And anyway, a lot of animal competitions. You got goat petting and the like, tractor pulls, elephant ears, livestock auctions. All the fun continuing through Saturday on Heights Ravenna Road. Admission and parking are free. So there you go.
Honestly, I
love
can make fun of it, but I like the county fair. I think it's
I
still
do
a good
too.
thing. And
I've always been a fan.
Yep.
I just think that's part of summer.
I remember as a kid going to the Lowell Fair, which was the Kent County Fair. I remember, and I think even in the last couple of years, I think I found something to report on at the county fair here in Muskegon. So
I don't think I've ever. The max is 9. Going into 4th grade. I don't think I've ever taken him to the fair.
Well,
ever.
There's something to do.
Huh. I'm gonna keep it upstairs. Right. Maybe food for thought. Maybe for later on this week. Who knows? Sports. Tigers' 1-game winning streak comes to a crashing halt. They fall to the Phillies 3-2. Cubs lose. They fall again to Frisco 5-4. That's sports.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. For the Tigers, when you got Mike Schmidt and the Phillies are in town, it's tough. There's not much you can do.
Pete Rose, Steve Carlton on the mound. What are you going to do?
Pete Rose, he never played for the Phillies.
Yeah, he did.
He was a
Ding
Red.
yourself. He played for the Reds, and then he played for the Phillies, and then played for Cincinnati again, and also played for the Montreal Expos. If you don't know that, you seriously, you as a child of the 70s and 80s didn't know that Pete Rose played for the Phillies. That was the big trade. I think it was 1981.
Yeah, you get Brazilian waxes.
No.
And dance with creatures of the night at the Orbit Room.
Okay, that's enough.
Goodbye now.
Bye.